This was my very first large acrylic pour painting from 2018, and we've had it on display and enjoyed it. However, it's time for a refresh, and I'm going to take you behind the scenes of how I turned it from this to this, plus the message and inspiration behind my new painting called Exhale. Enjoy! In this clip, I'm checking out the texture, the color blending, and I realized as much as I do like it, this is my original inspiration, the top of this box, and I wanted more of a softer gradient effect. So I decided to go with a brush instead of a palette knife, and this was my first time trying out this technique, mixing multiple colors together. It gave me the feel of acrylic pour, of that pretty natural blend that happens when the colors intertwine, but instead with a brush strokes. And I absolutely loved the way that it turned out, the softness that the brush was able to give it. I was very gentle with the strokes to make sure that all of the colors had a chance to come through, but also allowed for a soft gradient effect. I honestly thought I had footage of me using my paint pen to write out exhale, but I did not. So I apologize. I felt like the painting needed a little bit of something, a little extra oomph. And so I decided to add a little bit of glitter to the silver part, very gentle and very light. So it's not very bold in your face glitter, but just a little shimmer depending on what angle that you're looking at the painting. At this point, the painting was pretty much complete. The only other step that I did and did not film was the varnishing, just to make sure that the painting and everything that I did to it would be sealed for years to come. When choosing the colors of this painting, as I showed you before, I was inspired by the box cover of my box that I actually used to keep my Bible and journal in. I wanted something that was soft and subtle, yet still had some color to it. The motivation was to have a piece in the guest room that represented rest and relaxation and restoration. And as my sister calls our home, a house of refuge. And so when I was in my office trying to figure out what word did I want to have on this painting, the word exhale popped off to me looking at an artwork that I had purchased that was on my wall in my art studio. And I knew it was exactly what I wanted. When you are seeking refuge, you want a place where you can exhale, where you can rest, where you can relax, where you can be restored and rejuvenated. And I knew that it was the perfect word. The 3 lines at the top of the painting represent the Trinity. There are some brush marks that are going vertical that represent the breath of God. And the scripture that I associated with this painting is Psalm chapter 62, verse 5 through 8. I'll have it pinned in the comments for your reference. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any ideas for another painting, whether it's a word or a scripture reference, definitely leave it in the comments. And until next time, stay well and be blessed. Bye.